The concept was simple. Test 2 Ineos Grenadiers on some four-wheel drive tracks in the snow in sub-zero temps for 3 nights of camping.
Bone-chilling cold winter is being felt across a lot of the country.
When we learned that a polar vortex was centering itself over West Virginia, we loaded up the trucks and made the drive to Canaan Valley.
I fly straight to the sun. I will forget everyone. See me as I turn to stone. See me and then see me go. I will burn up as they say. Please don't forget me. Some of us will burn out bright. Some of us will burn out bright.
This is Ren. He works for OK Four Wheel Drive and Now You Cab USA. Ren built his Grenadier with camp life in mind. It's got a lift, a winch, and some modest exterior upgrades, but it's what's inside that's really impressive. Ren built out the inside of this Grenadier with a storage system that includes a couch, sink, stove, power management, and water. The roof has been cut and converted. It pops up for extra headroom during the day and sleeping at night. This is AJ. He owns GP Factor. AJ built his Grenadier as more of a daily driver. He's got a lot of the same exterior upgrades for the trail, including the winch and bull bar, without the highly detailed interior living space. 2 distinctly different builds and 1 very challenging winter adventure.
I've been in the car since like 1 o'clock, so cold pizza will do. Starving. Grenadier did great. I took the turnpike most of the way until I headed south into Maryland and West Virginia. The last road, 48, was probably the worst. I couldn't see anything. So, but the Grenadier did great. We're headed to the concert venue right now in Thomas.
What are you looking forward to most out of the next couple days?
Right this moment, my heater. But I would say just kind of good wheeling and putting the trucks to the test. So, yeah.
We found camp.
You think so?
Yep.
I mean, it's knee deep there, so this has to be at least 8 to a foot. Great on the highway, but terrible on this track. I got like 45 PSI in the tires, so I gotta air down.
This is freaking epic. I need to let some air out of my tires.
Are you doing that right now?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just in case I don't want to get stuck here trying to mow down camp. So.
We wanted snow, and this worked out.
Yeah, really, it really did. Gonna use the Tundra to get in there. I mean, this trip is all about the Grenadiers, but we're definitely using all the trucks to make a camp out of this tonight.
Yeah!
What a beast.
Oh my God.
Eric is the plow.
Holy.
Look how deep it is.
What are you doing right now?
We are flattening out this camping area. Just basically going about 10 feet from the edge. We checked this on Onyx and Gaia, and there's a big gravel area here. So just doing some lines back and forth.
It's pretty snowy. It's actually not that cold, probably because we're just trying to get our heater set up, but just about to put the tube on the heater and the little door vent we have. The diesel heater will heat the whole cab of the truck, and then I'm gonna sleep on the sleep platform right here. This is a good start to the trip. There's about 2 feet of snow.
This is probably one of the best snow camps ever. 16 degrees, snowing well. I mean, when we were in there, we probably got like 2 inches, and we're probably camped on 2 feet, so pretty epic.
This is awesome. This is pretty epic.
How'd you sleep?
I slept really hot. I literally slept on top of my Hess mattress with a rumple blanket and a t-shirt.
What's the thermometer say? It might be kind of out right
It might be
now.
kind of out right now, but what I was reading was about 70 right here, and up here was like 77, and down here but below the rumple was like, below the Hess mattress was like 45. So it wasn't insulated down here at all, but that thing insulated so well, and the heater was so stinking hot, I had to pull some of the insulated panels off just so I could like fall asleep, because when I first went in, it was like 77 degrees.
We were a little chilly. It was probably like 45. We just have too long of a run on our diesel heater, so we're gonna mess around with that tonight and see if we can get it a little warmer.
Breakfast and firewood and then hitting the road or what?
Yeah, and then some wheeling.
This thing is definitely working the way it's supposed to. It's a friggin' hot box in there. I mean, it was everybody else's like freezing cold, and it's AJ's Grenadier sauna, you know. Come on in, have a sweat.
We camped off the Canaan Loop Road. It's probably about a quarter to a half mile back off of the main like trail right there. Not many people had driven back there, so it's probably about a foot of snow, at least new snow we were driving through. Temperatures were like 10 to 13, I would say, at least when we got there. It was cold, but I mean, very warm in the Grenadier.
Thomas is a cool little town. Almost feels like Colorado in some ways. Right now it's about -1. The plan is to hit some more trails, hit some obstacles, and hopefully find somewhere to camp tonight.
What's your approach to tackling this kind of terrain?
Slow. Don't bury yourself.
So Rin's cutting new tracks on these trails that nobody's been on yet today. So we're cutting through at least 16 inches of snow, and it's definitely been a lot of fun. The truck's been performing well and haven't gotten stuck yet. So
we're aired down pretty low, about 12 PSI. Trying to get as much contact as possible, but so far so good. But I'm sure that things might go sideways.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. These Grenadiers, they just can't keep up. No, I'm just joking. I mean, Rin's been plowing a path for us all day in the first Grenadier, and then we stayed on track and just a little mud hole. So we've got the winch hooked up. We're gonna get out of the way and pull him backwards and see if he can't make another run at it.
We have a really big washout. That's like the height of the truck. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna get stuck.
We're guessing it's about 3 feet total right now, and it's 1 degree outside. And then this little obstacle is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, Jesus. He was really close to that ditch.
It's nice wheeling a smaller rig without a bed. You can kind of just get after it a little harder. Yeah, try to make the most of like a really small space. We're still dialing it in. We also have way too much stuff with us because it's so cold out. We made coffee down here this morning. We can make dinner in here in a pinch. I mean, this is pretty good in my opinion for a 5-door SUV. To have a kitchen, sink and stove in a 5-door SUV and a couch, I feel like it's pretty good.
Right now we have a diesel heater funneled through the window, through this tube, and it's shooting out this way. So yeah, we're at 48 now.
So the living system started out with Buzz Overland in the UK. They'd made a rear plate system that is all aluminum, bolted into the stock locations. We asked them to make an extension for that and then integrate water tanks into the dead space in the floor. And then the modules are GP factors. We made basically a kitchen module for one side and a couch for the other. Full of storage on this side and on this side as well, is including like a big drawer. So we can fit our camp chairs, everything that we want to use outside, but still have the opportunity to make coffee or like a dinner like this inside. People will build out a cabinet that's a standing height cabinet, but we kind of wanted to do something that you could sit down, relax, and kind of cook like this. And having like sitting aisle space that's actually like adequate for your feet. Mm-hmm. And then with the module kicking out, you can actually kind of stretch out versus like sitting in here kind of super uncomfortably. Yeah, so this is the second roof that we've had on this truck. The first one was like a full-blown prototype. This is like a production sample type. So this reflects basically what you'll see on customer units. Really finishes out simple inside. You just have, you know, your actual base sitting on top. You have some trim pieces, and the amount of space you get is just kind of a game changer. Versus a rooftop tent, we would be not happy right now.
Oh yeah, that looks really cold right now.
Oh, camp was great. I mean, we were warm, the fire was awesome. It was freezing. It was like, what, -4? -4, I think. And, but the heaters worked. The campfire was really nice, but when we got towards the end of the evening, when we stepped away from the campfire, it was time to get in our vehicles and sleep, so.
The Grenadiers helping me with snow camping, just being a self-contained unit. Having to be able to run the vehicle all day, have heat, the camper's already preheated, it's helping charge the batteries that are lithium, keeping them above temp, so having that integrated space is really helpful. The roof conversion is sweet. Being able to hop down and make a cup of coffee in the morning before having to get out is really, really nice.
Yeah, so yesterday was more, we'll call it more technical wheeling on a trail that, you know, has some obstacles and things that we have to kind of get stuck on, and just kind of testing out the winches and pulling each other out with, you know, snatch straps and all that stuff. And today we're more on forest roads that are unplowed, so we'll be going a little bit faster, but it's all unplowed stuff, so it's got about a foot of snow we're going through, so nothing too crazy yet, but there are going to be some drifts that are getting a little bit higher, so should be fun.
So we reached the end of the line as far as plow service. It looks like maybe somebody's brought a tractor out here, but I think we're gonna run into some drifts here today because it can get windy up at Spruce Knob. Want to continue to put these Grenadiers to the test, so it's gonna be a fun day.
Well, we definitely got what we've been looking for. Sending the Grenadiers through to try to break some drifts, and they're buried. Not sure how far we're gonna be able to make it, but we're gonna push as far as we can.
I've seen this world, I've breathed its color, city streets and winding mountains. was all I've known. But if something doesn't change us.
Was that the shot we were aiming for this whole time?
That was the pictures I was aiming for.
That shot got me excited. What do you want?
How did that turn out?
Why is there a camera pointing at me? I don't want it.
We're not the subjects of this video. It's just a wall of snow.
Catch the moment, catch the feeling. Try one thing and move on to the next. Chase the dream, we're chasing madness. Try to get the newest and the best. Where does it end? But if something doesn't change,
Jason's been telling me I'm wearing all brown, so I'm like a giant puffy UPS man. It was very good wheeling, beautiful scenery, awesome snow, great campfire. It's definitely cold, but I'm having a good time.
Best thing about the last 3 days in West Virginia was spending time with friends, working through the snow, like doing a bunch of small recoveries, which was much better than doing one giant one. And also just spending time in the truck in its finished, complete state.
Most memorable experience would be yesterday, I would say. Like deep snow wheeling.
It's very cold, but it's actually very beautiful out. The snow and everything's very scenic, and we've gone pretty far around all about these towns, and I'm happy to sit in the car and stay warm while I see you guys all working.
It's just been an amazing experience, and I will say that these two trucks here behind me, these two Grenadiers, have outperformed my expectations personally. To watch them do what they've done and to see the gear that they're using, I think we've really put them to the test.